To most buyers and sellers, the week before closing feels like a fog. They know something is happening in the background, but they just are not sure what it is and how fragile this whole thing is. That uncertainty is stressful. Understanding what is actually happening in the final stretch can take a lot of anxiety away and help you avoid making mistakes that could delay your closing. Your closing date is a moving target, not a set date. Here are some potential road bumps that could delay your closing. Today we're going to cover some potential road bumps that could delay your closing. Hey, it's Mark here with the Hiller Group, brokered by eXp Realty. My team and I have you covered here along the beautiful Florida Panhandle from Pensacola all the way through Panama City Beach, where our team has been fortunate enough to serve over 1,650 families and sell over $500 million, yes with a B, dollars in real estate in the past 12 years alone. Even if you have a pre-approval and a clear to close, lenders run checks close to the finish line. Behind the scenes, they can be re-verifying employment, reviewing your credit to make sure there are no major new debts that have popped up, confirming that your cash to close is coming from verified sources. This is why every agent says do not finance a new car, quit your job, or open up new credit cards before closing. It is not a myth. It is because new debt can change your debt to income ratio enough to cause problems in your home purchase. Look, we've seen it happen. It is not fun for anyone. The best move for you in the last week is keep your financial picture as boring as possible. No new loans, no big unexplained deposits or job changes if you can avoid it. And if you have to do something with one of those, make sure you update your lender. Title work and clearing any issues is what comes next. The title company or the attorney has been working behind the scenes to make sure the property can transfer cleanly. They're checking for liens on the property, unpaid taxes, boundary or legal description issues, problems with past deeds or transfers. And if they find something the week before closing, it is often when this gets resolved. That can mean getting payoffs from previous lenders, clearing old liens, fixing paperwork, or in some cases, negotiating resolutions between buyer and seller. Most of this is invisible to you, but it matters. A clean title protects you from future legal issues around who owns what. Buyers need to have homeowners insurance in place before closing. Your lender will not fund your loan without proof of insurance. Around this time, your agent should be talking with you about finalizing your insurance policy and making sure it matches the lender's requirements, setting up your utilities and switching them into your name the day of closing or the day after, confirming when and how you will get the keys, the garage door openers, the gate codes, and any community access devices that are needed. These details seem small until you show up ready to move in and realize the lights are off and you can't get into the neighborhood gate. Yes, we've had it happen. The final walkthrough is not another showing. It is not for deciding whether you still like the house. It's for you to confirm that if anything was supposed to stay, it is still there, and anything that was supposed to go is gone. If something is damaged, missing, or not done, this is the time to flag it. Sometimes it is just a simple misunderstanding. Sometimes there needs to be a written agreement to address it with a credit, a repair, or funds held aside at closing. Skipping the walkthrough or rushing it is one of the easiest ways to end up disappointed on move-in day. A few days before closing, you should receive your closing disclosure from the lender. The document shows your final numbers, your loan amount, your interest rate, your monthly payment, your closing costs, any credits from the seller, your cash to close. You need to review this line by line. Ask questions about anything that does not make sense to you. This is your last chance to catch any errors before everyone sits down at the closing table. Based on that document, you're going to arrange a wire transfer or bring a cashier's check for your cash to close. Follow the wiring instructions carefully and verify them with a trusted phone number because wire fraud is real in our industry. You never change your wiring instructions based on only an email. People do not talk about this part enough, but it is real. The week before closing, it is very normal to feel a mix of excitement and, are we really doing this? If you're a buyer, it can feel something like, what if we're overpaying? What if something better pops up right before we close? What if something happens to our job? And for sellers, it can feel like, what if we regret selling? What if we don't like this next phase of our life as much, or we don't like the next home as much? Second thoughts do not automatically mean you're making a mistake. Big life moves come with big feelings. This is why it is so important that the decision was made thoughtfully on the front end. In this last week, the emotions run high, and the smartest thing you can do is go back to your original reasoning. Does this still line up with your goals, even if you are nervous? If yes, then feeling a little wild in the final stretch is just part of the process. You can't control everything behind the scenes, but you can control how you prepare for it. Respond quickly to your lender and your title company if they ask for documents. Double check your closing time, location, and what you need to bring. Review your closing disclosure carefully. Do a thorough final walkthrough and protect your financial picture until the deal is done. When you understand what is happening and what your role is, the last week before closing stops feeling like a mysterious black box and starts feeling like the final steps of the plan that you decided on. That is where the true calmness comes from. Hope you found this video helpful. Hit the like and subscribe button down below, and we'll see you on the next one.